for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And that is how you finish with a 54-yard touchdown run. That might be overdoing it, keeping it away from the return man as the kickoff goes out of bounds. They'll take the penalty and move them back. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Finds his big tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
The run inside. It's Osborne. Good, strong tackle.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
Coaches look at this stat every single foot.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Got to make the play on fourth. Complete out of the backfield. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the fourth down decision pays off big time. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Gets the back moving. Second down, gonna throw it. Throws to the wideout. Had to force that one.
Well, the receiver was double covered on that play, and I don't know if the decision by the QB had to do with the pressure. Because he was hurried, he just had to get rid of that faster than he wanted to. He's lucky he didn't come away with an interception there.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Sends it back in motion. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Finds the tight end. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29. And the Cowboys are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw one first. Got him downfield. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down. The Cowboys, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's going for the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Cowboys!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And the point after is good. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. On the ground, it's Savage. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like he'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
In the backfield, it's Savage. Ball is loose. That is a serendipitous turn of events with the fumble going out of bounds. They'll maintain possession. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Trying to slip through and pick it up.
Well, the defense blitzed on that.
Offense trying to catch them napping. Looks as if they'll go for it on fourth down. Lewis to throw for it on fourth. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own great field position.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out, you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on fourth down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
First play of this drive. Finds his man. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
We're off to a fast start here. Offenses are humming as we're in the final minute of the first quarter. From the gun, it's Osborne. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Ball's at the 27. It's third and short. Can they avoid making that fourth down decision? He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
Nice job being physical by this offensive line, getting the first down, and what do they do right away? Right back on the football, ready to run some tempo.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. And the Cowboys with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass on second down. And he's feeling the heat, and he will go down. Final play of the first quarter, and not the way he wanted to end it. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. It's complete on the right side. Running through contact. He stopped short of the sticks. They're still in field goal range if they choose to kick it here. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. And the field goal unit will stay put as the head coach decides to go for it on fourth down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Oh, pressure's coming. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll ride him again. Didn't get a whole lot of room to run. He picked up 1 or 2.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Lewis fires to the wideout. On target over the middle. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
As a defender, you love the big hits. And you know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you get the big hit and force the fumble.
So the Cowboys offense heads onto the field to start this drive. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Wants to go up top on second down. Finds a soft spot in the middle. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws right in those holes. Get those first downs. Get those big chunks.
Drives inside. Breaks the tackle. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
Well, I'll tell you, it was a pretty dumb decision by the opponent to go for it so deep in their own end, and this offense now is making them pay for that. After getting the ball back on the 3rd play of the drive, they're able to run it, get the first down, and stay on the field.
Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. Out wide left, it's Osborne. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
And here comes money down for this offense. 3rd down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
The Cowboys are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Trying to squeak through the pile. He gives him a fresh set of downs, and this one will be 1st and goal from the 6.
And I'm not surprised with the run, and I'm not going to be surprised if they run it again, right? This offense now set up. They've put a drive together. 1st and goal. Who can be more physical? The line of scrimmage is critically important when the field starts to shrink. Let's see who can bow up and make a play here.
Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And after getting stopped on that 2nd down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on 3rd.
On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Keeping his eyes downfield. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma State.
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
He'll return it. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. They'll move the wide receiver. Here's Lewis to throw. Unloads to the right. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Looking for more room.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead. But with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play. The Cowboys will use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? The run up the middle, looking for the score. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Cowboys! He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Throwing, Lewis. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
You know, it's so important for corners to be able to transition, right? You got to have real loose hips. You got to be able to change direction on a dime. And in zone coverage, when you see the ball thrown, you can break on it.
Trying to get behind the defense. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Left side is Glover. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. The Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. Lewis wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. He's got it. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, welcome in to our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our College Football Update Show. We begin our coverage with Florida State taking on the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. And it's the Seminoles with the lead right now in the first half in a battle of 1-0 teams. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
They keep it on the ground to open the 3rd. They believe in that running game. Got 6 before he stopped at the 23.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Uh-oh, look out. Breaks into the open. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Looking for a huge play. Grabs it inside the 10. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
He'll do it himself. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive.
Makes a catch. They will score. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Jacksonville State's offense comes out ready to start this drive. There's no question this team is reeling down 28-7, and they have to find a way to get a score on the board with this drive. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Play fake. Lewis moves to his right. Unleashes one. He'll be thinking about that one. Almost an interception.
Yeah, nice coverage, and you'd like to snag that interception, but there's always a reason why these thoroughbred athletes play defense. And it's usually because of their lack of hands, like you just saw.
Lewis unloads to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6.
Here we go. Ready, go.
They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody...
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll get him down after a solid return. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done
all by himself down the middle. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Cowboys.
And after starting the season 0-1, they knew they needed more from their offense in this game. You just had to find ways to make more explosive plays, and that's what they've been able to do. They've executed at a tremendous level. I really like the quarterback play and the leadership that he's showing. And because of that, they look like they're going to get back to 500. And let's see where this team can go.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25.
Ready. Go, go.
The handoff. Sweet cut there. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. On 4th and 7, analytics, gut feel, or maybe just wanting to keep the offense out there. They'll go for it. 4th down, Lewis. And he's brought down, but he picks up the first down, and the gamble pays off. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
And the Gamecocks will line it up on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Savage. Tackled almost immediately, not a whole lot on that one.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Oklahoma State has the lead here. Well, guys, so far this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the 3rd quarter stats. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. Now, the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. They'll run him again. And he's swallowed up immediately, stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Straight ahead, it's Savage. Can't get him to the ground. He picked up some yardage, but they stop him at the 45, and he'll be a little short.
Well, it's 4th and short, and you're sort of in no man's land at this point near midfield. I think if you're on offense here, you're going to have to go for it. You're going to have to show confidence in your guys to get it done and go get you the win.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Lewis to throw for it on 4th. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
The Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. Just not willing to take the hit. He delivers it and gets to the 27.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
And he stopped right there, no gain on the play.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Here comes 3rd and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down?
And that's a big 3rd down stop for this defense, but they can't relax, right? They've done this a couple of times already, and they've converted 2 for 2 on 4th down. So this D's got to be ready. They got to be physical on this 4th down, and they got to get a stop. They've gotten to this point. They just haven't been able to close the door.
Turning it on. Ripping through the defense. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that 4th down.
Well, your defense is going to have to turn the page quickly. Not only did you just give up a 4th down run, but you gave up an explosive play, and now they've got the ball down close to your goal line. You're going to have to play big-time football here with your back against the wall.
This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Here's Lewis to throw. Fires into the end zone. Picked off. Pistols firing, touchdown Cowboys. The defense takes matters into its own hands. They'll try to add another to their lead. And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. And he's not going to take the touchback. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Play action with Lewis. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Savage. Oh, he's got some space. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Throwing, Lewis. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that.
Runs through, man. He might have space. He'll step out of bounds just short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49 after a good pickup on that play.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense.
And, guys, hold that thought just a second because here comes the fourth down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
I love offenses that can just rely on their offensive line to get it done in fourth and short situations like that. Turn around, hand it off, let's stay on the field and keep this thing going.
And the Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Lewis, they're all over him. And a flag flies as the pass is incomplete. Let's see who it's on. Holding on the defense is just a gift to the offense with the automatic first down. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty.
Here we go. Ready. Slot. Go.
Lewis to throw. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down and nothing doing there.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
The Gamecocks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, gonna throw it. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. Offense uses a timeout, 17 seconds left on the clock. And the Gamecocks go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Here's Lewis to throw. Fires to the wideout. Zips it out to his man. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game. The offense set for a first down play. Fresh set of downs going up top. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing. In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there are some things that they can take into next week from this performance.
No doubt. Offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well. And you can tell, at least now, starting to get a little something going that maybe you can build on.
Makes a move. Oh, what vision. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.